It almost feels like you're a person that tends to be just relieved when something is done, when they've achieved the goal, and the satisfaction or the accomplishment never really settles in. A lot of things in life you just do and you achieve them and you reach your goals and you don't even realize how far you've come. Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to Rooted in the Cosmos, your podcast for all things spiritual leadership, higher consciousness, and New Earth vision. My name is Isabel Gloria, I'm your host, and today I'm going to do another intuitive oracle card reading for you. So I thought for this new month, I'm going to do a new reading. I usually do these collective readings for my community, which means I tap into the energy of my community and the people who consume my content. We're a little family here, so if you are listening to this for the first time, take this as your sign that this is a reading for you and that you are part of this collective. I'm going to explain to you how exactly I do my readings because everyone is doing it a little bit differently. So I have the cards in front of me. I already pulled them and I have no idea in what direction this reading is going to go. The last couple of times I did a reading for you, there was always a theme going on, but I hadn't planned that beforehand. So I'm just going to go in with an open mind, reading whatever comes through. The way I get the information is that I look at the card, but I don't look up the meaning in the little booklet that comes with an oracle card deck. I just look at the card and read the name of it, look at the picture, and then let that activate the message that wants to come through. So I'm channeling the message. I just use the card as like the key to access this information. Because this is a collective reading, not every single card may apply to you. So if some of the things really resonate with you while others don't resonate with you at all, that is okay. Just take whatever resonates with you as an information that is relevant to you. And all the other information that may not resonate is either not relevant for you at this point or it's not meant for you. I'm going to start with the first card and I'm going to turn it around. It is the celebration card. What immediately comes through for me is that there may be some things in life that you have achieved or some little or big achievements that you never really celebrated and that you never really gave yourself credit for. It can be big things like graduating or having like an achievement in your job. It can also be little things like overcoming a challenge or going through a rough time. And what I feel what the message here is that you should go into celebration and into gratitude for yourself that you managed this challenge so well. It almost feels like you're a person that tends to be just relieved when something is done, when they've achieved the goal, and the satisfaction or the accomplishment never really settles in. So, what this card or what this message wants to tell you is that you need to work on allowing yourself to feel accomplished. It feels like a lot of things in life you just do and you achieve them and you reach your goals or you do the things that you wished to do years ago and you don't even realize how far you've come or you don't even realize how much internal progress has also happened. So what this card prompts you to do is to give yourself credit and celebrate more. It doesn't need to be a huge celebration with guests and a party, but like internal celebration. Whenever you achieve a goal, relax a moment, ground yourself, and really feel the accomplishment of that. Because I feel like that's missing in your life. And that is also why you never truly feel like you're accomplishing anything. It feels like the energy is very like chaotic and fast. And it's almost like I get the visual of running like a marathon. And you are running this marathon and you are reaching your goals on the way and you are making accomplishments on the way, but you never really feel like you do because you already have the next goal in mind. And while this is an amazing trait for growing and for expanding and for moving forward, you also need to have this accomplishment and this feeling of satisfaction to recharge and to have enough power and enough energy to reach your next goal. You are missing out on the rewarding emotions, on the rewarding feeling of feeling accomplished and reflecting on all the things that you've already achieved. The next card is the confrontation card. When I look at this card and when I channel the message that wants to come through, it has to do with you not seeing your own shadows so much. So you know about them, you know they are still active. There is still some wounding and some things that need to be looked at. But because you're so focused on other things in life, you sometimes feel like you are done with shadow work, you're done with dealing with difficult emotions. And you have identified with that feeling of being done and being over that so much that it's hard for you to tap back into open wounds or to tap back into emotional wounding that needs healing still. So, what this message wants you to know is that tapping into your own shadows is not going backwards. It's actually necessary for you right now because it seems like you feel very stuck. It's necessary for you to tap back into your shadow aspects and to tap back into the emotionally challenging things that have bubbled up within you. The message is that it's not good for you to identify with a completely healed version of yourself because you are not that healed version. And no one can ever achieve complete healing. There is always something that is vulnerable, that is a wound, that is a trauma. We can learn to deal with these things and we can integrate them and learn to love this aspect about us. But if your goal is to be fully healed, that's only causing you so much pain. And that is one reason why you are not yet where you want to be, because you don't allow yourself to be weak. You don't allow yourself to be vulnerable. You don't allow yourself to slow down because you need a phase of integration, of healing. You know you have such great potential, and that's why you always go, go, go. But if you don't allow yourself to have these phases of shadow work, of withdrawal, of emotional healing, or just recognizing that there is unhealed parts within you, there is a lot of pain that is created from that, and it also keeps you from achieving the things that you are meant to reach in life because you have such a great potential, you have such a higher calling, and you can feel that. And that is why you always go forward, 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 but ignore the unhealed parts within yourself. I get the feeling that you had a phase in life where you did a lot of healing, where you did a lot of shadow work and a lot of internal work. And it was very painful, but also very healing. And you've grown so much through that, but you fail to realize that this was not the only time you should have done this. You should go within more. You should allow yourself to have vulnerable moments and to be in a state of healing. What's coming through really strongly, and what I really want you to know is that doing the internal work or having a phase of integration and healing is not a step backwards. That's the main message because I feel like there may be some confusion around this and you don't want to go back into your old self because you feel like if you do the healing work, if you look at the wounds that you thought were healed, you will go back on your journey and you will make a step back. But that's actually not the case. You will actually move forward much more easily if you allow yourself to be in a phase of healing again. The third card is the card called Cheer Up. The message that is coming through with this card is again a theme together with the other two cards we already pulled. So it looks like there is going to be a theme for this reading again. The message I get is that you need to learn to live in the moment more and to be more present on your journey. There's a lot of air and mind energy that I can pick up on. And I feel like you are living your life mainly in your head. You are never really grounded. You are always in your mind, making plans, having ideas, planning out stuff, dreaming about what you want to achieve. And you are good at achieving those things and taking the action steps you need to get there. But at the same time, you're also missing out on the experience because you're never really here. You're always in your mind. And whenever something has happened, you're already on to the next thing. You can rarely take the time to enjoy and ground into the moment and really be present with the things you are experiencing in life. And what I visually see, because I get a lot of information visually because I'm a clairvoyant, I see a timeline with like times running in front of your eyes. So what that tells me is that you often feel like time is running out. You have not enough time to achieve this. You have not enough time to spend with your people. You have not enough time to do all the things you want to do or to figure out what your next big thing is. And that is connected to this lack of presence. It almost feels like you feel like there is not enough time to be present because you constantly need to be on the next thing. But what really happens is that you feel like time is running out and time is not graspable and tangible anymore because you're never really there. You are so much in your head. And this may also be related to you being an advanced soul or being a starseed. So your soul naturally likes to escape the physical form because you are not used to being physical. You are a very advanced soul. A lot of aspects of your soul exist on higher dimensions. There is no body, there is no physicality, there is no time. So your human aspect and the aspect of your soul that chose this human experience has a hard time adapting. And you need to be consciously aware of that to help yourself to ground into your humanness because you tend to run away from it, run away from being human, run away from being present in the human experience, even for the good things. And this may also be reflected in obligations, in things you need to do as a human being that are very hard for you. So while you may perceive others just do these obligations like it was nothing, it's really hard for you to do them. And it's really hard for you to be in the human experience and be a physical being. And that has to do with what your soul is used to do. Your soul is not super used to the human experience or to a physical experience at all. And that is why you chose this physical life. Not the only reason, but that is what's coming through strongly. That is one of the reasons why you wanted to be here, because you wanted to have a physical body again. You wanted to have this earthy experience and this physical experience again. So, what this card is prompting you to do, or what the message behind that card is prompting you to do, is to find ways how to enjoy the human experience more, to do more grounding, and to constantly remind yourself of the present moment. If you've been on a spiritual journey for a while, you probably had a phase where you were learning about being in the present moment and how healing that is and how grounding. And you should go back to these basics and really implement them in your life right now. It's kind of similar to the card before, where I told you to tap back into shadow work, but this time it's tapping back into grounding practices, into like these basics that you learn at the very beginning of your spiritual journey, but that are still very relevant and very important for you right now. It's all about getting out of your head into your body to live the full experience as a fully realized human being. The last card I'm going to pull for today is Go with the Flow. The message that is coming through for this final card rounds the reading up perfectly. To go with the flow means to not be always a step ahead. It is great how visionary you are, and it is a powerful trait of yours. But to really move forward right now, because I get the feeling that you feel very stuck right now in life, to really move forward, You need to allow yourself to go with the flow. What comes through for me is that you need to stop overthinking everything and focusing more on your heart energy than on your mind energy. When I tap into this energy, I see blue energy around your head, around your mind, like a huge bubble of blue, airy energy. And that is all the mind matter, all the mind chatter, all the mind energy that is present in your life. And it makes you feel so overwhelmed sometimes because there is so much going on in your mind, and you are accomplishing so much in a day in your mind without actually accomplishing any of it physically. That's why you never feel like you're achieving anything, and why you always feel like you're behind, or you should do more, or you have no time to celebrate your achievements. There is this aspect lacking of going from the mind into the body and actually doing the damn thing that you're thinking about all day. There is a lot of energy of always thinking about something, always figuring out something, always planning something out in your head and overthinking it massively. And then you are almost paralyzed to the point where you can no longer actively execute whatever you plan to do. That is the message that is coming through. The overall message of this reading is like a theme again. It fits perfectly. And I want to invite you to really tap into your potential in July. What was coming through clearly is that you are an advanced soul and that there is a lot of energy that wants to be expressed through you. And you may feel that manifested in like this restless energy that is always active within you, but you rarely find an outlet for that. So, what that means is that you are meant to take action. Whatever has been on your mind that you wanted to do for a long time, take the action steps to actually do it. Stop thinking about it, stop planning it out, stop writing about it theoretically in your journal. Actually do the damn thing. It's all about taking action, being in the moment, being in the physical expression, and being active in your human expression. I personally have this thing where I need to constantly remind myself to find the balance between spirituality and third dimensional realm. Because when I'm very focused on the third dimensional realm, I'm creating new offers for my clients, I'm working with my clients a lot, I'm creating a lot of content, I'm doing a lot for my business. That is when I thrive in like the physical realm and when I feel really aligned with that. But also, this is the time when I have a really hard time connecting to my spirit guides, higher dimensional beings, my ET guides, my own cosmic self. It all is so focused on the physical that it's hard for me to tap back into the non physical. And I need to find a balance there and remind myself actively of doing that. And I want to give you this advice or this invitation to do the same. Remind yourself of the need to find that balance, because I feel like this reading wants me to tell you this about myself so you can recognize this pattern within yourself. I feel like we're very similar here and you may resonate with that a lot. So, the message that I want to give you that is being channeled right now through me is to find the balance between spirituality and third dimensional expression. It could also be the other way around, that you're way too focused on your spiritual expression and you forget being human. So, whatever it is for you and in whatever way it resonates for you, really take care of yourself in that realm and take care of yourself in finding the balance between these two worlds, because that will only accelerate your success, the achievement of your goals, and everything that you want in this life. As always, I hope this reading was valuable for you and helpful for you. I actually filmed this reading this time, so if you're listening right now on a podcast, you can also watch the video. It's just me talking, but maybe you want to watch it. I will upload it to YouTube, and yeah, make sure to leave a comment and let's start a conversation. Let me know if this reading resonated with you, if I should do these more regularly, maybe every month for like a monthly energy forecast or energy reading. And that being said, I want to remind you that the Cosmic Wonders Mentorship application process, what a word, is open. So you can apply now. We start on July 22nd, so it's not that long anymore. And a couple of women have already saved their spot, and I'm so excited to work with them. And if you want to join us, you can apply, or you can also send me a DM on Instagram. It's at Isabel Gloria if you want to connect before you apply and know more about what you're getting yourself into and if that's the right fit for you. I'm looking forward to your applications and to your messages, and I'm wishing you a wonderful week. Talk to you next Sunday. Bye bye.